Hello Pisces, and welcome to Sincere Tarot. This is your What Do You Need to Know for March tarot reading, and your theme is the devil. This could be a Capricorn energy, but it's kind of like constriction, maybe negative thought patterns, and I'm a Pisces moon, okay? So I understand, how sensitive we can be. Because it's my moon, because Pisces is my moon sign, I tend to really hide that a lot better, or like only people really close to me actually like really see that. But because Pisces is at the end of the zodiac, it's almost like it's the biggest empath, and it is able to understand a little bit of every single sign. All right, so let's see. What does Pisces need to know for March? Interesting. So yeah, I feel like at this moment, you are feeling a little bit trapped in your mind. So first off, it might be something to do with the law. Okay, so this whole thing might have something to do with legal battles. It could be with a Libra sign. It could be with someone, an air sign, or it could be someone who is very emotionally detached. So some sort of decision maker in your life, right? It could be a legal decision, right? It could be a new law that was put in, for example. And right now, your energy is coming up as the Eight of Swords. So constriction, really like trapped in your mind with your thoughts, which to me is like a different way of this card. I feel like your ego is almost like ego is good, but sometimes it can get in a bad way. And this Eight of Swords is when it's in a bad way. And it's like, this is the only way that things can go. This is the only way, It's very shut down. I feel like you are going to, or this could represent someone. Okay, what you need to know is the Eight of Pentacles, and this has to do with like working hard. This is also can sometimes be in this deck like a student-teacher relationship, like in a good way, obviously. And and just like learning and mentorship and acquiring skills or giving skills, and just like continuing to work hard, like on your body. It could be on your job, your trade, things like that. And I feel like even though it's like your heart is in this, because the energy in between is the Queen of Cups. So it's like you're really emotionally invested in this like skill, trade, upgrading skills. Ruby, stop! My cat, honestly, she knows she can get away with scratching the couch. Look, Ruby, no. See, she doesn't care. She just keeps doing it. I give up. Anyways, I don't really care about that couch anyways. Stop it! Oh, she's so surprised. Oh, you're telling me to stop again. Anyways, okay. So there's a lot of love, but your mind's shut down. The way that you're thinking is shut down. You do care about this person or this job, okay? This is interesting. Like, I feel like there's kind of like a split in a way. You're really focused. I'm gonna have to do some clarification cards, but I feel like you might almost be like obsessing with things going a certain way. The Knight of Swords is like a very soldier, or it's almost like a soldier kind of attitude, and it can get obsessed mentally on something or a certain outcome, and then can just like not give up. And that's really not like you, to be honest. So I feel like that is you kind of, if you feel like you're getting almost like thinking about something all the time, you're super obsessed, you're super focused on it, like you might need to take a look at the advice cards to kind of see how to deal with this best. But I feel like if this is another person, or if this is a job or the school that you're going to, okay, or a mentor or whatever, they're going through some things and difficulties that they didn't necessarily expect, and they'll get through it. So I feel like they're not really, because your mind is kind of shut down, you're not seeing that they're going through this challenging time. I think you're focused on kind of moving forward and other things. And I think you might try something new. Like if this is a school that you're going to, you might kind of look elsewhere. If this is a relationship with someone, you might kind of look elsewhere, just to get something done. Anyways. Yes, okay, let's get some clarification cards. I need some clarification cards for this situation for Pisces. Interesting. this might be like an actual person. It could be an actual person, but I feel like there's been some sort of a revelation about, and from a piece of information. So I feel like, okay, honestly, this could very well be like either a law in the past, okay? This could be a lawsuit. This could be a new, very important piece of information. This could be a new idea. This could be a new law. So this has something to do with that in the past. And I feel like you mentally have been kind of blocking thinking about it. It's almost like you don't accept it. And sometimes with difficult information, I totally get this. Like, it's hard to really accept it. And I feel like you're up against a fight that is just not worth fighting. And I feel like most of the fight is with yourself mentally, to be honest. When you think, this is a Buddhist saying, I think, like, when you think negative thoughts or say negative things, it's like drinking poison, because that negativity is in you. Like, it's in you. It may affect other people like a little bit, but it's mainly you that it's affecting. There's going to be lots of communication about like whatever this is, and I think you are still going to be quite hopeful. Please be careful you're not drinking too much. Sometimes the Queen of Cups can get depressed and lost in her emotions, and sometimes drink a bit too much, okay? Please be careful with that, or any other type of substances that can upset you. Look, there's going to be a huge wake-up call because of that information, potentially a law that came in the past, okay? And like everything's going to come to the surface. Everything will come to the surface. Yeah, and I think you're going to start like looking elsewhere. I also feel like you think that you would be like maybe appreciated more elsewhere. So this could be work or a relationship. But yeah, I think you're just going to kind of, also you might come up with like try and come up with a unique route to deal with this, a unique idea, try something a bit different. The Seven of Wands can be very unique and also very resourceful with great ideas. Yeah, I think you're gonna, whatever it is, you're gonna just like move full force into it. But to be honest, these cards, like this Prince of Wands and this Knight of Swords, they tend to just like, so the Knight of Swords can be super obsessed. This Prince of Wands can be very like bulldozing and not really like thinking about their actions. They just like have inspiration and act on it straight away, even though it's kind of like almost like in a self-centered way. So I feel like, please be careful, because I feel like you might be making decisions like when you're in fear and stressed and panicking. So that could maybe, I've found that if I make decisions or communicate with people when I'm not in a good way, I tend to regret it like pretty much 100% of the time, at least a little bit. Yeah, I feel like this person's going through a really hard time, or this other organization's going through a hard time, and they're probably not letting you know about it. Okay, I'm just going to ask, like, how might this turn out with this Prince of Wands, Knight of Swords attitude? Well, ultimately, you're going to have a higher perspective. So I'm thinking you need to, like, really try and make sure that you're working within the law. You might want to get legal advice. You need to detach emotionally and just like chill out. You need to see things from a higher perspective, think more long term. Let's do two more just because I feel like, so eventually you are going to give up to the situation and surrender, and you have been victimized, but please try not to stay in this mentality that much. I feel like you're going to restrict yourself so much, and it's almost like playing mind games with yourself so much that your brain and your thoughts and your ego is going to be like, okay, I can't do this anymore. I can't do it. And it'll give up. And sometimes we need to give up resistance so that we can eventually go at the flow. And this other, okay, if this is an institution, I'm just getting the feeling that they like spend too much money, or they allow, like, if it's, you know, companies, like too much like credit card spending, too much partying. And if it's another person, I feel like they are the ones who party too much or spend too much, or just they're kind of, yeah, not really very good with the finances, and that causes a lot of stress. Suddenly I'm getting heart palpitations. Whew, that's very stressful. You know, like when you spend money that you don't have, you're kind of having fun, but it's like you're on edge at the same time. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting. What are all these messages about? I think that they're put in a unique situation, and so you're gonna have to come up with a unique solution. Okay, just like one more clarification card for the outcome, then we're gonna do advice cards. Haha, secrets, hidden secrets. So there was like certain information that was totally kept from you. Awkward. All right, advice cards for Pisces for the situation, please and thank you. All right, first advice card. We've got the Queen of Cups. Be very careful if you are sinking into depression or like you're having a mentally difficult time or drugs or alcohol. You really need to get help, okay? Please get help, please get help, please get help. Happens to all of us. Well, most of us, I guess. Anyways, the second advice card, we've got the Six of Cups. So this can represent nostalgia, past life connections, kindred spirits. You might want to get in touch with people from your childhood or people that you really feel like you've got a really good connection to. This can be like a sibling energy sometimes, so people who are like family to you or our family. And also just like treat your inner child. So like, let's say if you used to love strawberry ice cream, like what was your favorite food or your favorite dessert when you were a kid, or things that you liked to do when you were a kid that you stopped doing when you were an adult, because guess what? You still like doing it. So start treating your inner child. Like, I think I used to eat a lot of strawberry ice cream, did I? I don't even remember, but I'm gonna start eating more of it, all right? To treat my inner child. Third advice card, temperance. Look, things are not going the way that you want, but they're going the way that they're meant to go. You know why? Because they're happening this way. I know it's easier said than done, but do you know how, this is how you know that something is meant to be happening? Because it is happening. And everything happens in divine timing. It's not when we think it's going to go, it's just going to go the way that it's going to go, and then that's the right way. I know it's easier for me to say. I'm not dealing with this drama, sorry that you are. The fourth advice card, we've got the Seven of Swords. Someone or an institution or something has been keeping secrets from you, and you thought that they're your friend and they're not, unfortunately. If you'd like a private reading, send me an email or check out my website. That is all in the description below. You can also follow me on social media. Thanks to everyone who's liked, shared, subscribed, hit the notification bell. And oh yeah, I do monthly and mid-monthly videos, so definitely make sure you never miss. And if you're still here, yay! Secret advice card, we've got the Chariot. Think about where you want to be in the long term, a long-term goal, and go for it. And go on a holiday if you can as well. All right, have a good month. Bye!